Hello and welcome to the Last Movie Outpost production of how to make a movie series of instructional films. This week, how to make a modern Star Wars movie. Star Wars changed everything for the cinema, and it has become one of the most biggest franchises ever, and it's loved by everyone, even the pretty ladies. We had heroic characters like Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, and Jabba the Hutt. With the Grand Master Jedi selling Star Wars to Disney, it means new Star Wars movies can be made. Let's see what you'll need to make one. A producer. A producer is very important since they will oversee the entire project and make sure everything works together well. For the main Star Wars movies, you will need someone who loves the original franchise just like the fans do. If you can't get a genuine fan, I guess you could just pick somebody who happens to be walking past at the time. Directors. You won't really need a director, more of a scapegoat for any messes up that the producer makes. But that's fine, since there are plenty of people out there who are quite willing to sell their soul. The last thing you will need is somebody with any good ideas. If they do have any good ideas, it's best to fire them straight away and call it creative differences. Actors. Obviously the fans will want the original actors back, so this is easy enough, even if you have to shoehorn in one or two of them for no good reason. You will need a new set of characters though, who cover all the bases of diversity for this modern world. Almost every actor would love to be in a Star Wars movie, well, until they've seen them. Since this is a modern Star Wars, you will need to make sure that your main star is a strong, independent, pretty lady, because we all know that white middle-aged men are the oppressors. You will need someone ethnically different as well. For the main bad guy, you can pick whoever you like, even somebody very ugly, since they'll be wearing a mask for most of the and he's taken it off. Story. Now that you have everything in place, you need to write a script, which you will need to plan out and have a story that covers all three movies and not just make it up as you go along. You don't have to worry too much about a modern Star Wars movie, since you can pretty much put in anything that you like. Have Palpatine come back somehow. Then have children and grandchildren. Have the exploded Death Star on a planet somewhere. Wipe CP3O's memory, but then just give it back to him. Introduce Force Heal. Have gravity in space. Kill off the main characters. Have someone from sanitation join the murder death squad. It really doesn't matter at this point. You will definitely want to have all of the original cast back together at some point before anything happens to them. Everyone loves Luke, Leia, Han, and Lando I guess, so make sure they all have lots of screen time together. If you can't have them all in one go, just kill them off, that's good too. In fact, killing them off is a great idea since they can be replaced with the newer, diverse and therefore better characters. Characters. A very important part of any movie is the character development, so let us see how well modern Star Wars has done so far. Lor San Tekka, what an interesting character. Oh, and he's killed off straight away. Ooh, Captain Phasma looks good. Oh, and she's been killed off. General Hux, well, he's got a great uniform, and he turns out to be a coward and dies. Maz Kanata, I'll bet she's got an interesting backstory. Well, I guess we'll never know. Rose Tycho, she seems to know what's going on, but nothing really done with her. Poe Dameron, what a great pilot. Well, that's his character fleshed out. Vice Admiral Holdo, she doesn't appear to be a very good leader, but it's okay, and she self-sacrificed herself and is now dead. DJ is a cool customer. Oh, and he's in it for about 5 minutes. Janna, a strong female, and that's pretty much her done. General Pride, he looks like a good baddie. Oh, he kills Hux and that's him done. Zori Bliss, how very interesting. Oh, and she just saves the day and she's done. Babu Frick, what a cutie, and he's only in it for about 5 minutes. Snoke is an evil-looking villain, and he's been killed off before he gets interesting. Finn, now he is an interesting and there's not much been done with him either. What about the two main characters? Kylo Ren seems to be a whining child of a man who just wants to be like Grandpa. Rey, on the other hand, goes through an amazing arc of scavenger to amazing pilot to Force user, and she's done. Hooray for women everywhere. It's almost as if Disney didn't have anything in mind for any of these characters and just wanted to sell the action figures, but that can't be the case. Special effects. Obviously, a Star Wars movie will need very good special effects, and this is for a very good reason. Basically, to detract from some of the minor plot holes your rushed script might have. For example, getting to Exegol looks very difficult to fly through, even for the smallest ship, so how did this lot get through? It doesn't matter though, because it looks so Star Wars. An ending. An ending is a very good way to tie up a movie and finish off a series, so it has to be very good. You wouldn't want to have it all confusing, like someone dying and then have them come back to heal another dying person and then kiss and then die. And whatever you do, you cannot have the baddie win. The last thing you would want is for the Palpatine bloodline to live on, with all the Skywalkers dead, and then just have somebody take their name.
Ray Skywalker.
Identity theft is not a joke.
Ray. At the very least, it's good to have everyone live happily ever after. No, wait, this isn't 1934. This is the future. So we need to kill off the man, and the woman can live on her own since she's a strong, independent woman. Hooray for women everywhere! Throw in a lightsaber or two and you've got yourself a Star Wars movie. You've lost some of the fans, but don't worry, some of the fans will love it no matter what it is, since it's got Star Wars written on it. Star Wars can do no wrong in some people's eyes. If your movie is well constructed, with a good story and actors and an arc for everybody, then Disney will probably want to sue you because they don't want their movies to look bad. Well, I'm going to go off now and try and use an old Jedi mind trick to make myself forget about The Last Jedi. So we'll see you next time on how to make a movie series of instructional films brought to you by the lastmovieoutpost.com.